Hello and welcome. I'm Master Lama Rasaji, and this is Rasaji Speaks, our Friday Shangri-La uh, edition. Hope you've had a wonderful, wonderful, meaningful week. Let's look at today's lesson and the title, Cultivating a Relationship with God. Emphasis today, we're going to talk a little bit more about Uncle Enoch, right? Understand that the relationship is really a key here. I mean, what you're seeing at the gatherings on Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern and 7:30 p.m. Eastern will show you that the relationships we foster for family involved with what we're doing are really powerful. But what we do, what we teach people, is at the core of what the Lamasery has been doing for a long, long time. So we teach people, the churches of the world, they talk about a relationship with the divine, but are they actually teaching people how to do that? If you're a kinesthetic and you're not a visual or you're not an audible, you actually need to be shown how to do things. I grew up as a kinesthetic with attention deficit and dyslexia tendencies in school. And until somebody thought enough of me to take me by the hand and actually show me something, it was difficult for me to learn and to comprehend. That's what we do at the Circle of Chi. The whole system is built on a kinesthetic interpretation of where we take people literally by the hand. Why is that important? Why has the Lamasery been incorruptible for over 3 millenniums? Master to student, master to student, in an unbroken relationship. What is the pinnacle of this relationship? Our relationship to the divine that we are taught to do daily in our siddhanas by the disciplines passed down from the siddhas and the master lamas for anywhere from 3,000 to 50,000 years. To do what? To learn God's will and to learn God's way. Let's look a little bit more about Enoch. I want to pretend, in case you're new to hearing about him, what the basis of. The basis of Enoch were much mentioned in the book of Genesis in the Old Testament. Chapters 5, 21 through 24, if you want to follow along. The text, the book of Genesis, said that Enoch lived 365 years before he was taken by God. The text reads that Enoch walked with God and was no more, for God took him, which interpret as Enoch entering heaven alive, of which the Jewish and Christian scholars agree to that was what happened. Also, what was God's promise to Enoch when he took him into heaven, of which he was supposed to be with Abba for 50 to 100 years in Earth's time, and wonder what heaven he was actually in? The Lord promised Enoch that he would never again flood the earth like he had done during Noah's time. Noah being the great grandson of Enoch. The Lord was promised that he would call upon the children of Noah, which means that he would invite them to accept the gospel itself. The Lord also taught Enoch that those who build their lives upon the Savior of the world would never fall. Who was Enoch to Noah? And Noah's great-grandfather, Enoch, was translated 4 years before Noah's even birth. It means Enoch had already gone to heaven. Noah's father, Lamech, lived until 5 years before the flood itself. And his grandfather, Methuselah, the oldest mortal man that lived in the Bible, died the year the flood came. He was lived to 969. 9 returned to the 6-9. What does the 6-9 stand for? Well, it's the numerical symbol of the yin and yang sign, because the 9 is the feminine energy and the 6 is the masculine energy. So the numbers 969 tells us that he lived 969 years because he returned to balance. Boy, howdy, that is something to think about, is it not? Why did God take Enoch to heaven? In the Sefer Helicut, Rabbi Ishmael is described as having visited the 7th heaven where he met Enoch. So Enoch meets Abba in the 7th heaven, not 5D, not 6D, but 7D. That means any form at all that happens in 7D, from 6D down, they could not even be visualized, the image of. But yet he was awarded to the 7th heaven. It's really powerful. I think Jesus makes reference to that. I knew a man in the body, I knew a man out of the body. Only God knoweth, for he was raised to the 7th heaven. I think he was speaking about Enoch. What do you think? Enoch taught an incredible discourse on the 9 pillars of the science of abundance. Number 1, give what you want. Number 2, share what you want to become. Number 3, pray as if it's all up to Abba, but work and dedicate your life as if it's all up to you. And that third principle is what we teach at the Circle of Chi. We're on that mission to work as if it's up to the Circle of Chi. How would you like to be a part of an incredible mission like that and be able to get the trainings passed down from the Siddhas, from the master lamas that are 3 to 50,000 years old, that became part of the teaching and the very training of Master Rabbi Jesus? You can go to church and learn a little bit about Jesus. You might even learn quite a bit about his teaching, but do you learn his training? And when it comes to prayer, meditation, contemplation, and doing God's work, is somebody actually showing you kinesthetically Well, we do that here, and we do that all the time. Baraka Bashai, may the blessings be to you and your glorious family. Don't miss tomorrow's Saturday edition of Rasaji Speaks. Going to be a doozy. See you soon. God bless you.